Look who I got here, y'all. My girl. Look at that. She looks so good, y'all.
What do with it, y'all? This girl such a craziness. I'm coming to you and you with another word on the street segment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. So, word on the street, word on the block, word around the curb is one of the new additions to, I'm about to say Married to Medicine, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Dionne Oakley, formerly known as Angela, I think Reed, before she got married. Baby, they saying she is out here scamming. I'm like, not her trying to get on bread. And she, child, this is allegedly, but then they got the court documents to prove it. I said, what is going on in the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise? So they're saying one of the new members, like I said, cast members of Real Housewives of Atlanta is gaining attention, not just for her presence on the screen, because baby girl, she been bringing it, but also for her past career and finance. Not messing with the Mayans, a career that ended with disciplinary action more than a decade ago. Now, shouts out to Cheryl's World. She was doing her live with her husband, and I want to say a guy named Freddie, and as well as a fellow YouTuber, House of Clouts. So he had found some information, actually the court document, or what have you, and he kind of broke it down, and I'm just like, wow. Wow. But I want to give credit where credit is due, because that's where I had came across it. So definitely go check the video out. I'll put it in the description box below if you want to watch the whole thing. But here's a little snippet of what they had to say, or what he had to say.
And he really does. He's only beginning to cover the housewives, and he's found out that Charles Oakley's wife, Angela, has a fraudulent past. Tell me what you found out, Dionne.
Yeah, so what I basically found out is that she's concealing everything about her, even all the way to the point of old pictures of her nose job. She's using services to protect her name, her reputation. I also found out that she's using the same publicist that Fannie Willis is using. So they see their names, they see who's talking about what, they see the interest, the ratings, and all this other stuff. So this could actually be a scandal of her coming forward to atone for things that she did in the past to rise her peach, But what I found out was that she was working at Wachovia Bank, which was at the time just down in Florida, Georgia area. And she also had history working at SunTrust, which was a black-owned bank. And what she did was she went into Wachovia, which is now incorporated into Wells Fargo, and filed for a fraudulent loan for her family member, multiple of them. She only got called out for one, but she was like the plug in the neighborhood to file these fraudulently loans and get people money. They would never pay on them. Also, what I found out that a lot of people just don't know, there's a lot of bank scams where these people solicit you to open these big massive accounts and give you and deposit these fake checks, and you have money in it, and then they cash out on it and close the account. She was also doing things like that in order to survive. So there's a lot of scammers in Atlanta, Georgia.
So that was like a little synopsis of what's going on with the going on, is what they saying out here in these streets. Now, like House of Clouds said, she worked at Wachovia Bank and she was a financial analyst. And during her time there, she was involved in a financial misconduct case, which led to her resignation from the bank and a permanent ban from the financial industry issued by FINRA, which is Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, which oversees broker-dealer firms and financial professionals. So let's get into what happened. What's tea, okay? So according to the public disciplinary filing from FINRA, Angela was found to have processed a loan in the amount of $17,000 without proper authorization. The loan was made in the Wait a minute. The loan was made in the name of her cousin's grandmother. Not y'all put the grandma in the mix, who reportedly had no knowledge of the transaction. Of the loan, $11,000 was allegedly used to make a payment on Angela's personal mortgage, while the remaining $6,000 was shared between her and her cousin. Well, did the grandma get some? I'm just saying, y'all don't put it in the name. Like, did she get some? G-Mon, did you get some? The loan was never repaid, and while Wachovia reportedly wrote off the full amount as a loss in early 2008. Now, in the response of this incident, FINRA conducted a formal investigation and concluded that Angela had violated industry rules regarding ethical conduct and honesty. She was barred from associating with any FINR member firm in any capacity, a lifetime ban that effectively ended her financial services career. Now, FINRA's disciplinary report also notes that Angela was fined $1,214 in connection with the violation. During the disciplinary process, Angela reported cited the emotional stress caused by the incident death of her child's father. However, the regulators ultimately held her responsible for the misconduct. They don't want to hear nothing about that. We don't want to hear nothing about that. Sorry for your loss, but we don't want. That's basically what they saying. The FNRA ruling is publicly available and part of a database that tracks disciplinary actions against licensed professionals in the financial industry. And we talking about Miss Britt. So since that time, Angela has transitioned out of the finance sector. I bet she has. And into public life in 2000. Okay, we already know she hooked up with Charles, and now she's on, I about to say Basketball Wives. That's who she should be on, Basketball Wives. She could be one of the OGs, like Shiny. But yeah, she on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But baby, that is crazy. That is crazy. Now, on social media platforms, with the different businesses she has, is still in finance, real estate, still dealing with monions. But as we now have heard, and y'all can see right here, she has been barred, okay? Has barred the individual from acting as a broker or otherwise associating with a broker dealer firm. But whatchamacallit did respond with a, I think, post and delete, if I'm not mistaken. And this is what she had to say about the whole ordeal. Y'all give me my tea. I can spill it better. Well, spill it, girl. Spill it. This is FINRA. I've always been licensed and knew it would take to be investigated. All my licenses are still intact. Opening fraudulent bank accounts to survive. Hashtag fake news. And somebody, they did look it up. I got this off Twitter. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section below, because baby, what the hell? Let me know. See you on the next one.